Please give it up for Ray Cleary, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your stage, Ray Cleary.
Hello. Really, how am I supposed to follow an 11-year-old little girl? No, really, Kevin, the court order thing? How the fuck do I follow an 11-year-old girl? You know how annoying it is registering every time you move? Knocking on doors, the judging looks. Those are my problems. Okay, so we probably have a lot of people from the city right now. So let me ask you this question: like, why is no one afraid of cars anymore? I've been here for quite a while, and walking across the street is supposed to be like some fucked up game of real life Frogger. But now everyone's on a Sunday stroll, you know, without a care in the world, like a little autistic kid chasing butterflies. And everyone says the same stupid thing over and over again. Oh, hit me and I'll sue. Really? That's your plan? I really don't think you're gonna break the bank getting hit by the guy ducking immigration every other week. So now what are you gonna do with your big $10,000 settlement check? Get some sick rims on your new wheelchair, go cruising for chicks with Stephen Hawking? I didn't think you'd think that through, Wheels. So I was actually in one of those incidents one time where everyone immediately just blamed the driver. I was in a cab just crawling through an intersection, and some kid comes flying out of nowhere and literally bounces off the side of the cab. Like, if you were to see it right now, how hard this kid hit, you already would have forwarded it to 10 of your coworkers. So right away, I said, oh my God, you know, is this kid all right? Which is what I said when I told my mom this story, but in reality, I was like, holy shit, you see his fucking shoes coming off? But yeah, right away, everyone's yelling, oh my God, the cab hit him, it was his fault. Like, the mob formed so quick, I saw a crown of thorns, a couple 2x4s, Mel Gibson hanging out in the background. So by now, maybe some of you have noticed I have a little unusual voice, you know, a little on the raspy side, but I've only gotten to a point in my life where I look like I could sound like this. I've had this voice my entire life, so it's a little odd trying to picture a 10-year-old that fucking sounds like this. You know, all my little friends out in their paper routes outside, I'm at home in my playroom working my 900 number business. I picture my poor mom. I come busting in after soccer practice, asking what's for dinner. She just drops to the ground and flashbacks of an abusive father. It's on the table! So I talked about the annoyances of driving, which I really don't have to put up with too much because I live in the city. But about a month ago, I was driving on the Jersey Turnpike and I saw a sign that I'd never seen before in my life. I'm assuming more people have ever heard of an Amber Alert. You know, it's when a little kid goes missing. But this said Silver Alert. So I had no idea, I had to look it up. Apparently it's when an elderly person goes missing. So right away I just got to ask the question, are old people getting snatched up that often? Do they have to have their own alert? So could you picture like getting that ransom call, like $100,000 or you never see grandma again? It's like, oh, maybe Nana should have put a few more dollars in the birthday cards over the last few years. But my best perk about not having to drive that often is I've been able to really embrace my alcoholism. So to say the least, I really don't have trouble getting to bed. I might not remember how I get there, but I always get there. So the other night, about a few weeks ago, I'm in bed trying to go to sleep without having a drink. And I really don't know how fucking people do it. So I'm sitting there for a couple hours, tossing and turning, just counting my failed dreams. And so I decided to do a little self-help love and see what's on TV. So I'm flipping around the tube, looking for a little adult erotica, and I stumble upon the Midnight Meat Train, right? Sounds like a little cinema gem that might be right up my alley. But if anyone's ever heard of it or you haven't, it's actually a horror movie. Yeah, I didn't know this. It's about a guy on a train, chops up people and like feeds them to like underground aliens or some shit like that. So I don't know what disturbed me or pissed me off more, the fact that I wasted $9.99 or I was still able to finish. I'm just hoping I didn't open up some weird Pandora's sexual box. Because I have enough insecurities as it is. I don't need to find out this late in life that I can't get an erection without somebody's head getting chopped off. So right now, all the ladies in the audience, like slowly putting together why all this hasn't been snatched up just yet. Single can be fun, but I do miss a few things about being in a relationship. But one thing I do not miss about being in a relationship is going out with another couple. You know, when you're in a long-term relationship, the only time you get out of the fucking house is with another couple. But the reason I hated it was because the other guy in my little dynamic duo could do no wrong. You know, he didn't gamble, he didn't go out drinking with the guys, he had good hygiene. But I just expected a little guy etiquette from this kid. You know, he's always doing great things, so just give me a heads up when you're planning your little trip to Cancun. So next time we're all at dinner, I don't look like a jackass bragging about my tickets to medieval times. Hey, thank you guys.
Ray Cleary, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going for Ray Cleary.